Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Dory. I'm going to apologize before I get into my spiel for driving while I'm doing my video, only because this is the only time I am going to have to film this, and I'm already so many days late. I'll get into why that is in a moment, but let me just get back to my stats. I am Dory. I am 48 years old, 5'4" tall, and on September 12th of 2016, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery in Hartford, Connecticut with Dr. Darren Tischler. My highest recorded weight was 350 pounds. The day of surgery, I was 300.5. And my goal had always been 160. And I ended up achieving that goal about, it was December of last year. And I ended up surpassing that goal, and I was down to 156.3. Since then, I've bounced back and forth and back and forth. But recently, I'd say it's like 2.5 weeks ago, I believe, I had an epiphany, which was I went back into my videos and I basically was figuring out what I did back in December to get me at that amazing goal in weight. So after I reached 160, I thought to myself, you know, hey, you could totally try to go to your ultimate goal, which is 150 pounds. And I think on my 5'4" body, I believe that just puts me into the normal BMI category. But in any event, after I reviewed the video and looked at my Fitness Pal on things I was eating, I realized that what I was doing is concentrating on protein and low fat. And I have kind of got off that track over the last couple of years, going back and forth on the ketogenic diet. And the ketogenic diet has its place for sure. I know it is an amazing tool for people to help with their memory and reversing diabetes and just a bunch of things. But as a bariatric patient, my conviction, only because I have researched it and went back to my nutritionist and dietitian and my surgeon, and just my conviction about it is that it actually does not do well with bariatric patients. It's just the way that our body processes the high fat, our gallbladders, and just all that stuff. And so I can only talk from my experience and my success. And so when I started that about 2.5 weeks ago, I believe, I was 181, and today I'm 173.5. And so that is only getting back to moderate carbs, and most of the carbs just coming from vegetables, fruits. And then I'm doing low fat, which is about 70 grams of fat a day. And then I'm doing high protein, which is over 125 grams a day of protein. The protein, I'm making sure that I'm putting the protein more as a priority than the fat. But I'm not going to be going like so crazy with the protein. If I have a day where I have maybe 50 grams of fat and only 80 grams of protein, that still to me is a successful day. And so the reason I'm videotaping in the car, I'm actually on my way to my oldest daughter's house. I'm going to go visit my granddaughter. She just turned a month old on Friday. And so I'm going to visit her. My oldest daughter has my 2 other daughters with her, and they were helping her out today while she cleaned and stuff. They were holding the baby. I have a 12-year-old, and then my 10-year-old is there as well. She's about to be 11 next month. And so basically I am doing remote schooling, which is very, very hectic. And I'm doing it for 5 children. I'm doing it for my 4, a 12-year-old, almost 11, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old. And then I'm also doing it for my son, my friend's son, because she's a teacher. She's a high school teacher. And she just can't have him home. She's got to be at the school some days. She has to be on her, her computer teaching her classes live and things of that nature. And so she hired me to have him at my house Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And so it basically means I have 2 first graders, 2 fourth graders, and a 7th grader. And so it has been extremely difficult. When I say that most days I'm getting 11,000 steps just being in my house, I'm not even trying. I'm just basically doing life. My friend's son and my 6-year-old daughter, who are both in first grade, are actually going to start full-time school in-person learning Monday through Friday on October 6th. And so that right there will free up a ton of stress. But because everyone's on a different schedule, everyone has a different lunch, everyone has a different break, I have alarms going off in my phone all the time just to make it successful. 2 of the kids, my son and her son, both have OT and PT. One of them is doing yoga and requires a yoga mat. Luckily, I have these things, and so it's been very successful from the teacher's point of view. They are extremely thankful for what I'm doing, but I just feel like it is like crazy, just the amount of time that I'm teaching, that I'm with them. But anyway, so that is why I'm doing this now, because honestly, even on a weekend, like, I'm really trying hard to be present for the family on weekends, because my husband's been on nights for a month. So he was home with me, which was fantastic. He was home with me during the day as I was, just completed my 2nd full week of remote learning, which was phenomenal because he was there to help. But then now I didn't see him in the afternoons or evening times. And so basically on the weekends, we're just really trying to be present and trying to do like family things and not videotaping and things like that, if we can help it. And so apologies for driving and not really being able to pay too much attention to the camera. I will be looking in front of me, obviously. But anyhow, so what has been going on? What am I eating? So I did a meal prep video last week. I forgot what day I put that up. Maybe it was Monday. But anyways, I did this meal prep video, and all of the meal prep that I had talked about that I did that day, the meat mixture, which was lamb and ground turkey with cheddar cheese. I'm eating that. That has been amazing. I have been eating the fat-free refried beans. I haven't had, because I only eat like 2 or 3 times a day, usually really only 2 times a day, and then I'll have a snack, which is normally what I've been eating for my protein bars, is the Power Crunch bars and the One bars. And then to get an excess amount of protein, just to make sure that I'm getting my protein goals, I have been having a coffee, and I'm basically putting in a scoop of protein powder, and it's a protein powder that I'm getting from my favorite place, which is Absolute Nutrition, and they're in Chicopee where I live, and that's in Massachusetts. He does ship. They have amazing products there. He only sells products that have a really good ingredients list, like minimal ingredients, organic, with the exception, and I keep telling him this, but he caved to customer request, even though this product has crap for ingredients, and that is the Built Bar. So he caved because his customers were begging him for that Built Bar, and so he caved in that retrospect or aspect or whatever to carrying something that has crap ingredients. But anyways, so I've been doing that with a coffee. So sometimes I'll have 2 a day. One day I even had 3 coffees, like morning, noon, and kind of evening time, just to make sure I'm getting that big scoop of protein. There's also another protein I've been, the chocolate is what I was using for the protein powder, and then I just ran out, and before I have chance to go to Absolute Nutrition to get another one, I actually remembered that I had another one on hand, which was salted caramel, and it's Isopure is the company. And so yeah, so I had that, and I've been having that in my coffee, and I whip it up. But the IsoPure does not whip up as much as the other one that I have, which is the Giant brand. Giant International, I believe, is what the company is, and that whips up. The froth on that is amazing. And so I use 2 tablespoons of half and half, 1 scoop of the protein powder, and then 1 K-cup. And that's it. That is what's in my coffee. I have no sugar. I have no sugar substitute. I have not much. I don't have heavy whipping cream because of the fat. I have the half and half instead. But basically, that's what I've been having for my daily thing to. I'm going by Absolute Nutrition now. They're closed. But anyhow, so that's basically what I've been having to get my protein in. So I did not get to finish the turkey breast yet. So I think I'll probably end up having that tomorrow. And then tomorrow will be another day that I am going to meal prep. I started getting from Imperfect Foods some meats every other week. I get it like twice a month. I get a couple of boxes from Imperfect Foods, and it's been amazing. And so I get fresh vegetables and fruits, and you can add things and take them out and stuff like that. And so I ended up getting some sirloin steak, and I ended up getting some chicken sausage. I think it's apple something, apple basil maybe, or apple something. But I'm just gonna take some peppers, onions, and put it with the sausage. And then one thing I haven't had since I'm trying to get lower fat things and stuff like that, and higher protein, is I haven't had a lot of red meat. I've had the turkey, I've had the lamb, and I've had chicken, but I really haven't had much in the way of red meat. I haven't had any steak for a couple weeks. So I'm gonna eat some of that sirloin. I'm gonna make some, so I'll have some of the sirloin, I'll have the chicken sausage with the peppers and onions. I'll also have some of the shrimp. I'm gonna boil up shrimp for my meal prep for the week. And then I'm also going to have, what was the other thing I want? Oh, my husband and I are making bone broth. And so we are going to have that simmering in our crock pot. It's on high right now, but I'm gonna be doing it for about 48 hours. And we took a bunch of chicken bones, the ends to the chicken wings that we buy. My husband cuts it all apart, and that's what goes in with celery and cilantro and salt and pepper and onions. And so that's gonna go, and all that collagen will come out of there. But yeah, so look for my meal prep video coming out in a couple of days. And yeah, I'm just on my journey, and I'm just wanting to get back into the 160s, and then ultimately 150, see how I feel at that point. But things are going well. So I'm arriving at my daughter's house now, and I'll talk to you guys later.